Hey, this is Kathy Perry, corporate energy expert, helping you and your senior living teams power up and perform. And what if I told you that there was one thing that you could start doing now that would improve your employees' morale, affect retention and absentee rates, and increase productivity? You're like, what is this miracle cure, Kathy? Well, actually, it is a wellness program. Starting a wellness program for your teams. Well, stay till the end of this video because I'm going to give you the 5 tips that you will need to start a wellness program. But I'm going to kind of walk you through like why it is so important to have this in place. And of course, before you do anything else, at the end of this, make sure to subscribe to this channel because I give tips, tools, and tactics all the time just for senior living professionals. So, what is so important about a wellness program and why can it be this be-all, end-all of things that can really help your teams? Well, in a study by OnShift, if you don't know them, look them up. They help senior living professionals with all kinds of software. They did a survey. And one of the things that came out of this survey is that over 50% of senior living employees who they interviewed and took the survey said they were concerned about their health and they didn't know what to do about it. Now, I understand you have an insurance program and you might have some things in your benefits that can help people, improve their health. But I'm talking about a heartfelt wellness plan where your employees know and understand that you care about their health. Because when you care about someone's health, it really shows that you care about them. And you're in the business of caregiving, right? So let's kind of unpack this a little bit about why it is so important to have a wellness program. Well, first of all, a wellness program is cost effective. It really doesn't cost a lot to implement something on kind of a grassroots level. You already have people in your organization that care about wellness. Ask them to be on a committee. I have some other videos coming up about how to actually form that. But it's not that expensive to say, okay, once a day, I want you all to break for 5 minutes and do some deep breathing and make that a weekly challenge. There's all kinds of challenges you can do. And I have all kinds of ideas that you can reach out and ask me about how to do that. Well, second of all, you have dining services if you work at the residential level, right? You already have a dining service. So couldn't you use that to really promote wellness, not just for your residents, but for your team members? Could you do something once a month where everybody brings something in? Could you have your chef and his team, her team, work with residents to come up with some fun meal plans for lunches that will keep you energized all day long? Not everybody has a dining service right within their facility. And some of you might be watching this at a corporate level and maybe you just have a break room, but you can do the same thing. Start to have that communal time around your meals or eating or talking about food and foods that energize. And if you need help on that, I wrote a book called The Ultimate Recipe for an Energetic Life. And there's all kinds of tips and tools in that book about how to eat for energy. That's on Amazon. Or again, reach out or watch more of my videos. Third, you are in the business of caring, right? You care for your residents. I kind of alluded to this. So start showing this towards team members in the form of a wellness program. It's the ultimate way to show you care for them. Fourth, and this is just really the most basic, employees who are energized are more apt to be engaged, productive, not calling off, staying longer, right? That's why many times we look for people when we're interviewing them who seem to have that energy because we want to sustain that through the workday. But it doesn't always happen because we are burned out and we have fatigue. But having a wellness plan, program, protocol in place really helps everyone within an organization understand that that is important as a vision for whether it just be your team or whether it's your location or whether it's your region or your entire organization. Energized employees are the people you want serving your residents and making all those things happen for your team to meet your goals. And then the fifth reason why it's really important to have a wellness program is you can involve everyone. Now, one time I did a wellness training for a manufacturing company, and I was told ahead of time, hey, these people it's going to be like pulling teeth. They aren't going to want to do it. And part of that's the approach. We've been told you must, you have to, you eat this, you're 5 greens that. People don't want that. People know the information. What people really want is encouragement. They want inspiration. So if you're not having the right type of wellness program, it might backfire. And so I want to give you 5 tips on how to get started with your program to make it effective. The first thing you want to ask your team, your group, your region, what do they want? What are they feeling the most? I've recently worked with a senior living organization and they said, it's just fatigue. People are fatigued. So I get that. I understand what that means. It means we're tired. We might not be sleeping the way we want to, worn out. Maybe you have a group that wants to stop smoking, so you want to do a smoking cessation. Maybe it's a weight loss goal. Maybe it is just more energy throughout the day. What is it that your teams want? After you survey and kind of find out what they want, go to your health insurance carrier. They have monies set aside. They have programs already out there. Ask them what they can offer, because you might as well not recreate the wheel if it's already there, reinvent the wheel if it's already there. So reach out to your insurance providers and say, what can you offer us? Do you have programs? Do you have literature? Do you have some resources for us? The third thing is get your own wellness committee in place. I sort of talked about this, but there are people on your teams, in your organization, that already have that little wellness bent going on. They go for the walks, they take the stairs, they pack the healthy lunches, they do that meal prep stuff. Go to them and say, hey, would you be a part of our wellness committee? Because as soon as one person realizes that they could make a difference or that they're being honored by their healthy habits, they might really step in and run with it. The next thing you might ask them to do is to create part of the program, make it weekly, make it monthly, put in some themes, make some contests, make it fun. Feeling good is fun. So what could you be doing at that level? I know we're all busy. I know we're stressed out, burned out, and we don't have a lot of time. But it's so important to make time for letting your employees know that wellness is a priority. Now, I said there were going to be 5 things. I listed those, but the very last thing I want to say is weave wellness into your culture. You are caring for the frail and fragile. It's important for you to care for them at the highest level. Weave wellness into the culture of your organization so that your team members know you're caring about them too. There's a lot to be done in wellness, and a lot of people have not taken it quite as seriously as I think it should be, because our work families are our second families, and we spend as much time there often as we spend with our own families. So weaving it in, making it critical. If you think wellness doesn't mean much for your organization, for your team, I beg to differ. If you commit some time, some money, some resources, hire a consultant, someone that does inspire, feel free to contact me. I know how this stuff works. You will see your employees react and say, wow, I feel better. I'm glad that my organization is caring for me. I'm inspired. I have tactics that I know how to use. So please feel free to follow me, subscribe. More and more resources are coming to this channel all the time. And I'd love to hear your feedback. What are you doing as far as a wellness program for your teams? Thank you so much for watching. This is Kathy Perry, Corporate Energy Expert.